Hi there, Bonnie Power here. The last thing that I want you to consider when you're doing your LinkedIn marketing campaign is your competitors. And the reason why I say the last is because I think an awful thing happens when you start looking at the market and you start comparing yourself. But subconsciously, you are indulging and you are processing their branding, their messages, their concepts, and I think that it's really dangerous because when you go to start creating your content, your thought leadership, your frameworks, your branding, you have got a slanted view, like it's been tainted almost by what you've seen other people do. So, and then all these sort of weird things sort of start happening. And I just think like it's definitely something that it's important to do, but I'd do it after you've mapped out a lot of your stuff. And I don't know if a branding specialist would agree with me on that, but that's just my personal opinion. Like I had a very brief look at my competitors back when I was looking at exploring the market, exploring the space, and I could get a feel for how they did things. But then I deliberately never saw their stuff for 2 years until I had developed my framework, my opinion, my voice, and I think that's been one of the differentiators to my success with Perfect Boom, because I'm saying things that are so different and so individual, and from my point of view, and also using my branding, my direct response marketing, my 10 years of running an online business, so yeah, I would say you have to do it. You have to look at what their unique selling proposition is and then work out what their key strengths are. Now, just give you a quick exercise when you are going to do this. And this came from a book. Uh, Dan Kennedy, you probably have heard of him. He's probably the world's best known direct response copywriter. He's written about 25 books, and this one, he advocates what you do is you look at the competitors and you get a feeling, like you actually write down in a spreadsheet all of their key messages and in one column, and then the next column you write down all of their apparent, unique selling propositions, the USP, and then as you're going through all of the providers who are your competitors, you start sort of doing like a tally on how many people are saying the same thing. And what you might find is that 80% of your competitors are literally saying the same stuff. And this is what happens when you do your competitor analysis, and people copy and paste and all of that sort of garbage. So what your job is when you're building your brand is to stand out of the crowd and think, what is your unique selling proposition going to be? How can you position yourself so that you are recognized as unique and heads and shoulders above the 80% that are literally copying each other? So have a look at that and create a spreadsheet on it. You can outsource this to an assistant and get the details. That's another good thing. You don't have to do all of this yourself, but definitely worth doing an exercise so that your key messages on your LinkedIn marketing campaign are going to be unique to you. I hope that helps. We'll talk to you soon.